Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're well. So the last episode here in Poppyfields, we built our shelter for our gazelle. It's pretty odd. It's really cool. I'm very happy with how it looks actually. We've got obviously our gazelle in. They've got a water hole, but we need to do some more detailing, including working out what I'm doing with this this sort of promenade area here and how I'm cutting it off at this end. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But yeah, that's cool. Let's worry about the habitat first. So let's just come in and see what enrichment there is for Thompson Gazelle. I don't suppose there's too many things that they have. No, not really. But that's fine. They can have. Let's give them a feeder over here. Let's give them a ball over here. We'll give them a couple of grab balls, I reckon. Why not? They can easily have a couple of these. They can have a rubbing pillar over here as well. And another feeder over the back here somewhere. So there we go. Oh, and a scent marker thing. Let's give them that over here. So that's nice and easy to do. Let's just get those in and then we can think about detailing around those. So what do we want to do around the water today? Let's have a look. I'll do some reeds. They always look good in the water. I'm going to go with these ones because they don't disturb the traversable area. Let's just try that again. Yeah, because these are lovely looking plants, but the other type mess up traversable zones, so not so good. Now I'm just going to have a look at the grasses because I love these grasses and I think actually some of them might look nice as sort of marginal water plants. So let's just give it a go, see what we think. You know, you don't need a lot of this stuff, but I think the odd bit here and there I think will look really cool. You know, the odd little bush like this growing as well. Just a little bit of detail. We don't need to do too much really in here. Do I want anything in the water? I don't mind a little bit actually in the water. I think that looks good. It's a bit tricky here because I've made the bottom of the water quite uneven, so it's a bit harder to get bits sunk in properly, but just a few little bits in the water there. What is this stuff? I have no idea what that is, but I don't know. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Oh, look, it's a flowering version of it there. Coastal pig face. I have no idea. Quite like it though. Don't really think I need it anywhere around here, but you know, I might. Yeah, why not? Let's just put a little bit around the post there. Why not? I like finding these new things and just playing with them a little bit. I quite like just having the odd little bit of flowering stuff around. Candelabra tree? No, I don't think so. You know, I just love just little details like this, just adding extra little bits of grass in, you know, just adding to the textures within an area. Because obviously this is a UK zoo, so they're going to have things growing here that the gazelles wouldn't have in their natural habitat, which is fine, you know. They would have to adapt, wouldn't they? You know, just a little bit grown around there. We'll get something going around here. I think I'll do some bush work. Thinking what else have we got in the grass area. You see that? Yeah, that's a tree. I'm not sure why that comes up as a grass. Yeah, don't mind the odd bit of bush like that. Maize. I forgot we got maize. That's quite cool. Yeah, we got a lot of this kind of thing, but I don't really think that's gonna work because they just trample stuff like that. It's not realistic that it would survive. A sausage tree, what is that? it looks like it's actually got sausages hanging on it. That's amazing. But I have no idea what it is. Ah, the little pea shrub. Quite like this. I'm just going to stick one there next to the water. Why not? I like having just these random little things, you know, just, and again here, just a bit of extra texture down in the water there, I think. Just so you've got extra stuff growing. Looks nice. Right, let's get out of grass. Let's go back to our favourite. Let's find some good bushes. Stuff like this kind of growing in the corners, I think looks good. Oh no, that looks terrible. I do like the saltwort, as you know, so let's get a little bit of this in here. I don't need to decorate the whole thing really, because it's not that sort of habitat. I would do some painting on the ground because at the moment it's too green. Let's get some bushes along the back here. Whoops, did that go through the other side? Yes, it did. Let's just wiggle this one out and give it a little spin. Right, we'll do some brambles, I reckon. What do we got? Now, I'm not sure what I'm doing along the front. Probably not a lot along here, really. I mean, I don't really need a lot in here. Actually, let's go with tree, because I want to get some trees in. I want to get an oak. Let's go oak. I want that to be like a big feature tree. If I can find the right one. I think this one has a big feature tree. Gives them a nice sort of a big bit of shelter, bit of shade on the water there as well. And then let's go at the back here, I think. Just a small area of trees, which again are just providing them a little bit of cover, you know, in case they want to get away from people, like so. I don't mind one or two closer to the entrance area here as well, but I think that's all I need. You know, it's a very, like I say, simple habitat. It doesn't need more than that. And then let's just do some painting with the soil. So I think around the water, you'd have a fairly worn area where the animals are. Underneath the trees, certainly back here under the trees, you wouldn't get grass growing over that. So let's get rid of all of that. The perimeters, because generally animals patrol around perimeters. So let's clear that up. Let's go around their rubbing post there. Look at this little dude here. He's happy walking around with his little thing in his mouth, isn't he? And then in here, obviously, we wouldn't have any grass growing in there. A little bit outside is fine. There we go. And then what I will do, where there is grass, I am actually going to just put some long grass down. Because even though these guys graze, they're, you know, I like to think that a little bit of long grass would survive. Right, and then we'll just do a few bits of bracken, I think, just around the base of one or two of these trees. Nothing much. Don't want to go over the top with it. Just a few little bits of bracken here and there. And yeah, just like that. Let's get one more bit there. Let's get another little one there. Really, really simple stuff. See, they've got their nice private area in here, which I really like. Now, what's the other side here? Let's just have a look. We've got the shop, haven't we? Yeah, there's no, unfortunately this isn't a usable area. Otherwise you could have like a window here that looks through to the back, but no, because there's no public in that bit. They're only in here, and that bit leads out there. So no, that's not going to work. But that's fine. They need a private area, so that's not a problem at all. Cool. So there you go. That's our habitat basically done. It's a really simple one, but this is what you find in these zoos for these animals. They're not complicated. They're pretty straightforward habitats because these guys don't need a lot of stuff. So that's good. Let's think. What do we want to do here? I think I want to make a barrier with. Do I want to do hedge? I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to do hedge at least down the side of the pathway here. So at least that's done, and they've got their privacy there. Do you know what? I'm just gonna get it along there as well. I think that's fine. Like, yeah, because we've got a bit of a gap there, so that's fine. So that's your little actual backstage bit taken care of. But then, what do I want to do in between? I think let's do a little hedge like this. And that gives us a little area to work with then, doesn't it? Which I kind of like. So what I can do in here is, let's do something a bit different. Certainly not something I haven't done before, but something I haven't done in this habitat yet. Which is where you find these trees. Instead of having them as trees, you bring them down and have them as almost like shrubs. So almost like something like that. So it actually looks like it's a flowering shrub rather than a tree. I really like this kind of thing. See, and then you can kind of lift them up, drop them down, blend them together. Whatever you need to do really to make it look nice. What do we got here? A bit of yew. Don't mind a little bit of yew in there. What's the nice yellow one? Let's get one of these, maybe up the back here, and then let's just see if there's a slightly different one I could get at the front here. And it just creates a little overgrown area, a little woodland barrier sort of thing between the two areas, which is cool. I like that. It's just a nice little end point to the pathway. So we've got space along the back here, so we've got something I need to do there. We need to work out what we're doing here, and I've got to think, do I want to do anything actually on the promenade? Because I don't know how far the promenade's going to go, but I like the idea of having some kind of structure on here. Now what I'm going to do is, let's go to our conservation pack, because this stuff is brilliant. There's some lovely wooden pieces like this. So this is what I'm thinking, is whether I can just create a little shelter that comes down the middle. Doesn't have to be a constant one all the way around, all the way down it, but I can do just a little something maybe. Let's have a look. Something maybe 3 wide like that. And then this is where I always have fun, is trying to create the downwards pieces of this. And now, and whether you can make it look good, basically. Actually, that looks nice like that. If you then get that into the middle, looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I think it needs to be wider if it's going to have that much space in the middle lost. I'll tell you what I need to do first though is just get all these pieces connected. And then maybe just go one wider on each side. And then you can have little picnic benches underneath them. So it needs to sink down a bit because it doesn't look like it's quite in the ground properly there. And then I think probably if it goes to the back, because that then allows a nice walkway along the front, doesn't it? But yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. So I'm just going to position that one like that. And then, so we don't need many of these, but I think they do look kind of funky. And then I can put, oh, I don't know which ones. I don't think the round ones. Oh, they are quite nice actually, these round ones, aren't they? Yeah. I think that looks pretty cool actually. Somewhere that people can sit down and get a little bit of shade and enjoy the view of the antelope. Cool, I like that. That's good. So let's think about this little back bit here. I need a little edge going on, don't I? Along here. Do I want to do rocks? I think I might. Let's just come along here because I've got these rocks already, haven't I? I've got a little pattern of these rocks which might look nice along here. Let's come to this end first. Oh, I need to get rid of the angle snap. Let's see what these look like. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. That's going to kind of cover up the worst of the edge, I think. Yeah, that's good. As long as it's covering up the main line of the edge, it doesn't need to be exactly covering up the soil. You know, we can have some soil. I mean, like that, I don't even mind that little bit of soil showing. That's not a problem. It's really about covering up the line of the join. So for now, I'm just going to go to there because I don't know what I'm doing after that. So this is kind of the edge for now. But that looks nice. I like that very much. I should get some bins. Let's go with a nice modern bin design, I reckon. Let's get a couple of those. I will do lights as well, probably something hanging, maybe inside here. Or actually, no, I'll tell you what would look good in here. Let's see, I should have done this in the first place, really. I reckon if I can sink one of these in with an orange light. So let's do this. Let's bring this. Oops, I need the angle snap on. Let's snap that around to there. I'm just going to see if I can sink that into it, or even just right onto it so it's sitting on it like that. Probably on the outside bit here. Let's just see what that's going to look like. Need to just change the colour again. Yeah, that's going to look really nice. So let's do that. Let's just get one of these in each of these outside bits. And if I decide to copy these and use them again, I can add these lights in before I copy them. Excellent, look at that. It's gone a little bit strange lighting. Oh no, it's just with the camera angle, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's fine. Excellent. Look at that. That looks nice. I'm liking this so far. Right. So we need to have something going along this edge here. And then I'll do some more detailing, some more shrubs and things along this fence line as well, just to try and you know, make it look a little bit more overgrown. Now, what fences have we got? I always forget where the fences are. We've got the lovely picket fence, haven't we? I think that's what I want along here. Do I want a picket fence along here? Can I change the colour? I'm wondering if I could make it more of a browny colour. I think might look a bit nicer. Yeah, then let's just get it down. Bring it across so it looks like it disappears right into there. And let's make it look like a constant thing, because I want this gap, you know, I don't want people to be able to walk and get close to the fencing. Again, that's a privacy thing for the animals as well. Oh, I didn't put a feeding station in for them. Let's do that just while I think about it. We've still got Gazelle there. Food and water, so what do they use? A large food trough. I think it is sensible to have it here. So let's pop that in there. And I'll tell you what, I'll do one over here as well. Let's give them a couple of choices of where they get fed. Right, let's link these together and then I can extend this out. Nice and easy this way, isn't it? Gets the job done a bit quicker. Lovely stuff. So again, I'll just take this for now, just to there, until I decide what else I'm going to be doing beyond here. But that's good. That's given us a nice edge. And then along here, I don't need a lot, but I am going to do some bushwork. I think, yeah, particularly I think close to the fence here. Less so here because the animals would eat it. You can get away with some, obviously, but I think on the whole the animals would generally destroy anything that's over there. Oh no, I don't want anything like that. I'm going to do one of these at the end here to kind of end the fence. I think that works. Let's get one or two of these in here with a little baby one. Let's get some creosote in. No, see, I'm getting to the point where I think there's kind of enough already. I might just put in, yeah, something like this. Just a couple of those. Nope. What else have we got in here? Something a little bit dead like this looks quite good. Looks like it's been nibbled from the inside, doesn't it? Right, and then I'm going to just come back to our grasses. So I think these are the kind of things that might be growing right along the fence line here. So you want it to look a little bit, you know, natural, overgrown, but nothing that's too obscuring on the view of the animals. That's what I'm going for anyway. Let's come down to this eyesight and see what we think. Yeah, see, I think that's got the balance about right there. So you can see the animals, but the animals themselves, won't feel like the people are standing right next to them looking, because there's a nice gap and there's some foliage in the way as well. That's what we like. And then just to finish it off with my usual detail, I've got to have the odd weed, haven't I? So we're going to have a nice weed coming through the fence here and there. We'll get some around the base of this. Maybe a little bit poking out of the bush there. Let's get another bit over here. Let's go small. Let's get a tiny little one just poking its way out there. Let's get some around the tree here, actually. That's nice. I should probably get some over here. See, I love this. I love this little detail of stinging nettles. I've got a thing about stinging nettles. I can't help it. I should probably get some over here as well, actually. Let's get some grown down in here. Love it. Oh, there we go. Look, they're being fed properly now. That's fantastic. Excellent. So what do I want here information-wise? I guess that's the question as well. How can I get up some kind of a notice board for these animals? There is one like this. I think this is probably going to have to do. I think a couple of these sort of at each end, so not right in the middle. So if people want to read them, they've just got to go to the end. Oh, hang on. Did I make that float? I have. I put it on top of the bush, haven't I? Hang on. Let's get that so it actually looks like it's in the ground. There we go. So yeah, so it's not right in your face. You've got to go to one end or the other to read a little bit about the animals. Lovely stuff. I am very happy with how that's all come together now. You've still got, you see, there's plenty of space, there's plenty of room around where people can gather and walk, which I really like. It's a nice big viewing zone. I may do an animal talk thing, like this corner here would be perfect, or here. So actually let's just look at that, because we've got, what is it? It's an animal talk point, yeah. So I think an animal talk point at this end would be really good. No species assigned. How do I... Ah, there we go, animal talk point. And they can throw food from that as well. So that's animal talk point 1. Let's go January. Manage talks. So, do I have any educators? I do. So, I haven't got work zones set up. Yeah, oh yes, I was doing work zones, wasn't I? I started one, but I haven't really done. I haven't done one for the badgers. Does that mean no one's looking after my badgers? I think they are. I think I've got. Yeah, I've got spare keepers. I just need to set up some more work zones. Okay, that's fine. I'll do that in the next episode. I think we'll call it a day there. I think we've got a lot done today. I think that habitat is looking very cool. So yeah, so let's leave that there, I think. And then next episode, I'll get these work zones set up, try and get an educator in here. And you know what? I might even let some people into our zoo and see what they think of it. I think it's come together really nicely so far. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you want to say anything, please do. So next episode we'll move on, and I might do something here or here, but I don't know what. I think probably maybe some red pandas here. Do you know what? I might do some sort of monkey type creature, kind of a walkthrough. Not a walkthrough. I don't know. Something here. Monkeys. That's what my brain is telling me. Monkeys, but I don't know what. But I might do red pandas next here, and I might need to do some more toilets, restaurants. Probably another keeper hut, because this keeper hut is sort of going to work for certainly for these habitats, but even the badgers is a bit of a walk. So maybe I'll come over here next actually and do another habitat near the badgers, and then I can do a new keeper hut over here for them as well. I don't know, we'll see where the wind takes us, but let's leave it there for now. So thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your company, and please do join me next time in the next episode. Until then, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.